In the ever-evolving world of celebrity friendships and the bonds that transcend fame, Louis Tomlinson's recent act of generosity has captured the hearts of fans worldwide. The former One Direction heartthrob, known for his cheeky charm and unwavering loyalty to his inner circle, stepped up in a profound way to aid someone who once stood as a steadfast protector during the band's whirlwind rise to global stardom. This isn't just a story of financial assistance. It's a poignant reminder of the human connections forged in the high-pressure environment of pop music superstardom, where vulnerability and support can mean the difference between despair and hope. At the center of this narrative is Preston Mahone, a seasoned security professional whose career has been defined by safeguarding some of the biggest names in entertainment. For years, Mahone served as the personal bodyguard to the members of One Direction: Louis Tomlinson, Harry Styles, Liam Payne, Niall Horan, and Zayn Malik, during their formative years as a band. From the frenzied crowds at sold-out arenas to the intimate moments backstage, Mahone's role was crucial in ensuring the young stars could navigate their newfound fame without succumbing to its dangers. His vigilance wasn't limited to One Direction. Mahone's resume reads like a who's who of music royalty. He provided protection for The Enemy, a British rock band that carved out its own niche in the indie scene, as well as industry titan Simon Cowell, whose empire of talent shows launched countless careers, including that of One Direction. Additionally, Mahone extended his expertise to Irish sensations Boyzone and Westlife, groups that defined boy band eras with their harmonious ballads and emotional depth. Through it all, Mahone became more than just a shadow in the background. He was a trusted confidant, a silent guardian who witnessed the unfiltered sides of these icons. But life, much like the music industry, has a way of turning triumphant tales into trials. Recently, Mahone found himself facing a health crisis that threatened to upend his world. Diagnosed with severely blocked arteries in both legs, the condition, known medically as peripheral artery disease, had progressed to a point where immediate intervention was non-negotiable. Doctors delivered the stark verdict: without a bypass surgery, the risks of complications, including potential amputation or even life-threatening infections, were alarmingly high. This wasn't a routine procedure. It demanded precision, recovery time, and, crucially, significant funding. For someone like Mahone, whose income from security work had likely fluctuated with the ebb and flow of the entertainment industry's demands, the financial burden was crushing. Medical bills in the tens of thousands loomed large, compounded by the uncertainty of time off work during rehabilitation. In this moment of profound vulnerability, Mahone turned to the networks he had helped build, reaching out to those whose lives he had once shielded. Enter Louis Tomlinson, the 33-year-old singer whose post-One Direction career has been a testament to resilience and reinvention. Tomlinson, who has navigated personal losses, including the tragic passing of his sister and the band's eventual hiatus, has always maintained a grounded persona amid the glamour. When Mahone's plea for support circulated through their shared circles, Tomlinson didn't hesitate. He contributed a substantial four-figure sum, enough to cover a significant portion of the surgery costs, directly funding the life-saving procedure. This wasn't a public spectacle or a calculated PR move. It was a private gesture of reciprocity, born from years of mutual respect. For Tomlinson, who has spoken openly about the importance of mental health and camaraderie in his music and interviews, this act aligns seamlessly with his ethos. Songs like Two of Us, a heartfelt tribute to his late mother, underscore his sensitivity to loss and the value he places on supporting loved ones through adversity. The impact of Tomlinson's donation rippled far beyond the operating room. In the days following the surgery, as Mahone began his path to recovery, gratitude poured forth in waves. Speaking candidly to a close confidant, Mahone expressed emotions that words could scarcely capture. "I'm so appreciative. It means the world to me. I can't thank him enough." "Well, I wasn't expecting that," he shared, his voice likely trembling with the weight of relief and astonishment. This wasn't mere politeness. It was the raw outpouring of a man who had stared down mortality and emerged buoyed by unexpected kindness. Mahone, ever the professional, followed up with a personal text to Tomlinson, a simple yet profound thank you that bridged their shared history. He went further, reflecting on the broader tapestry of his relationships with the One Direction members. "All the boys from One Direction mean the world to me," he affirmed, highlighting the familial ties that persist long after the spotlights dim. These aren't just words. They evoke memories of late-night tours, shared laughs amid exhaustion, and the unspoken trust that allowed the band to thrive. Layering this story with deeper context reveals even more emotional resonance. Just a year prior, Mahone had reunited with the One Direction lads under the most heartbreaking of circumstances. The funeral of Liam Payne. Payne's untimely death in late 2024 had sent shockwaves through the music world, prompting an outpouring of tributes and a somber gathering of the surviving members. For Mahone, attending the service was a bittersweet homecoming. "I met up with all the lads again at Liam's funeral exactly a year ago. It was the saddest time ever but a lovely reunion," he recounted, his words laced with a mix of sorrow and solace. The event, held in a quiet ceremony far from the paparazzi's glare, allowed old friends to mourn together, sharing stories of Payne's infectious energy and the unbreakable bond they all shared. Tomlinson in particular had been vocal about his grief, channeling it into performances and public statements that emphasized healing through connection. Mahone's health scare, coming so soon after this loss, amplified the urgency of Tomlinson's response. It was as if the singer was determined not to let another chapter of their collective story end in regret.